Zack Polanski is triggering all the right people, in particular the media establishment. There's been many hit pieces on him which have nothing. All they have is personal attacks. And today we have a clip from How to Win an Election, the Times podcast, where these Rupert Murdoch dick-sucking cooks to capitalism have nothing on him. They are just emotional and they're threatened that they may lose their paychecks and we may tax the billionaires. Anyway, let's get straight into it because it's fucking pathetic.
I do.
I don't know where he thinks he's taking the Greens. I mean, if I look at where the Green vote came from the last election, I would have thought a large proportion of the people who voted Green last time will absolutely hate it. So I can only assume he's just giving up.
Based on what? Based on what? Emotion. There's no argument. Like, if someone had pushed that back and said, but based on what evidence there? Why would they hit? He's popular. In a month, he's doubled the membership. He's literally transformed the Green Party. 15% in the polls. I mean, you have to cope. This is pure cope. No arguments.
On all of that and just going after a completely different group.
Going after Labour voters instead.
There's 12% of the...
Oh, you can't do that. Of course they are, because so many people have moved from Labour to the Lib Dems, even with Reform. Oh, no, you can't do it. I fucking hate this entitlement. We see it in America, the DNC. Oh, we're entitled to your votes. Why? Labour, why? We're in a democracy. You have to earn people's votes. A lot of Liberals don't believe this. Like, oh, no, vote for Labour. We're the best, even though we're fucking shit.
Progressive activists in the country, and he's going after them. He's competing directly with your party, probably successfully.
In cities,
Do you mean your party?
No,
or
I
Sally's
don't
party?
mean Sally's party. I don't mean my party, or indeed any of your parties.
Is it my party?
Their party.
To be fair, I will give it to him. Your party is an awful name for a party. You are basically kind of giving people that joke, like, oh, your party, ha ha ha.
He is basically turning the Greens into a red party.
Yeah. When I say I don't understand, I mean, I know that's what he's doing. I just don't get it.
But he will.
How? They actually have progressive policies. They defend trans people. They want to tax the wealth. They want to actually tackle climate change. There's no argument here. Build an argument with evidence. They're just threatened because, oh no, there's actually a viable alternative left populist party. And that is the biggest threat to obviously capital and the establishment. But they're like, oh no, we can't have this in a democracy, an actual alternative. Leftists taking power. And that is the biggest threat. We saw it with Corbyn. We see it now with Mamdani. They will favour fascists, Farage, over a leftist taking power.
It's not a surprise to me now that he believes in hypnosis.
Oh my
His
God.
idea that this hypnosis works to increase the size of your body.
Really, that's all they have. That is literally all they have. So you can't take voters for the Labour Party, even though they are the least, fucking dead, like the DNC. Moribund, just holding like, they're dead. But yeah, hypnosis. Come on.
Very, very polite how you say body there, don't he? He's not talking about the whole body, is he?
It is sort of wishful thinking, but I suppose actually to be...
What's wishful thinking? I mean, they're very popular. I mean, come on, you have to have something.
Fair to him. What he really is he's actually against wealth and growth.
Yes.
So have no arguments, personal attacks, just straw men now. When has he said that? When is he against growth? He wants to grow the economy. He wants green jobs. He wants to tax wealth. He wants to tackle inequality. That is one of the main things that will lead to growth. More money in people's hands. Increased minimum wage. More money in people's hands into the economy. He is for growth, obviously. And some leftists do want degrowth. And that's a conversation for another time. But when has he said that?
of any kind,
Yes.
right? So, and on the day that he was elected, I was doing Times Radio show, and I asked him about this, and he wasn't really sure whether to say what he really thinks, which is,
how do you know that? How would you know what he really thinks? No, he would say, yes, I want growth. It's just...
growth's not a good idea, and that is the one authentic Green part of his position.
It's complete straw man, no argument, just invent things, because this is what they will have to do now. They can't attack his policies like wealth tax. 75% of the population want it. They can't tackle actually, increased minimum wage, because people want their wages to go up. They have been going up, to be fair to Labour, I think 7%. Fair enough, great. We want more of that. But they have to invent his positions.
And actually, that isn't exactly where other parts of the left are. They believe that you would actually increase, John McDonnell, for example, believes that by taxing billionaires, you would increase everybody's wealth.
Yes.
So I think there's a further...
Okay, so what we have so far is misrepresentation of Zack's position. That's it, all we have so far. Hypnosis and don't steal Labour's voters, because they're entitled to them.
way in which this is just a bit misguided of them, right? Is it's really geopolitically unsound.
I'm sure she's made a bold assertion. I'm sure she's going to substantiate the argument with evidence and data. I'm sure this is what's going to happen. She seems like the type.
Right, if you believe that as a matter of justice, 2% of billionaires' wealth ought to be taken away from them, okay.
So you don't believe that? Taken from them. Like billionaires. Oh, they've earned it, haven't they? No. Where did they get that money from? Assets? Just accumulating money? Investments? Did they work for that? I mean, you have to be such a fucking cook to capitalism to think like, oh, we can't tax the billionaire because they might leave, even though there's no evidence of that.
But there is no mechanism to do that because every single billionaire can move, right?
No, not if they have assets in London. And also London it's like people saying, oh, they're going to move out of New York with Mamdani. What, two of the most cosmopolitan, cool, happening cities on the planet? Yeah, they ain't moving. They will fearmonger that, but they won't move.
They've got the capability to have multiple houses in multiple locations and manage their tax affairs to escape it. So you won't get...
Yes, and you need to crack down on that. We need to have a conversation of cracking down on, well, tax avoidance, tax havens, and people who will do what they can to... Yeah, but that's a political choice. We need to make the right political choices to tackle inequality, poverty, and tax evasion, avoidance, and... they're massaging the loopholes, which they do constantly.
The 2%.
But he doesn't care about that, does he?
He doesn't care about that, does he? Fuck off. What do you mean doesn't care about that? Yes, you don't care about that. You just say, oh, it's great. Rupert Murdoch can avoid tax. But Daddy, we don't want you to pay more money. You're a billionaire and we want you to have another yacht this year. Fucking pathetic. Oh my God, I'm so triggered right now.
But in which case...
It's fine if they move. It makes houses cheaper.
Oh my God. Imagine being this cook to Rupert Murdoch. They must, imagine being this. And I know they're all doing well. They've all got their houses in London. I'm sure, very good luck to the people on this panel. But can you really just have an argument? Because there are arguments they could build up, but they don't have any.
Or I don't know. It
He
makes.
doesn't really want the money. He just wants to say, I hate you.
But
Yeah.
what he...
Well, I fucking hate you, to be honest. I don't. No, that's pure projection, there, isn't it? Don't actually have an argument or evidence. Just all right, you just hate him because he challenges the ideology of your daddy. That's it.
he does want to do is tackle deep inequality in our society.
And she's like, why would you want to do that? We work hard. We're great. We're great journalists. We work at the Times. Rupert Murdoch really worked really hard. He wasn't given any money. He wasn't given any papers or He's worked very hard for everything he's done. We live in a meritocratic system where if you just work hard, these people just need to work harder. That's what they need to do. Because he's working very hard. Look at that face. Look at that fucking face.
And when Joe Biden was the president, he talked about, trying to create minimum levels of taxation globally to reduce the ability of billionaires. But
how evil Joe Biden was for doing that. Oh, God forbid.
Also, much more importantly, corporations to just move money away from tax jurisdictions and undermine the state. Donald Trump, as we know, has moved back to a much more kind of 19th century view that there are just strong nations that are in opposition to one another in competition. And the idea that you can pursue any sort of multilateral cooperation to protect the tax base of the country is gone.
Not necessarily. We can push it in that direction. We are a wealthy country. If we work with the EU and other countries, yes, we can. And also as well, Trump, the Republicans are not winning the next election. We could potentially work with America in the future. The idea that it's so fatalistic and so like, oh, there's nothing, inequality, there's nothing we can do about it. Just shut up, suck it up. This is the best system we have. Don't question it.
Potentially for
I
a
think
generation.
this is not about policy. It's a brilliant political signalling mechanism. Actually, Zack Polanski is...
Well, it is about policy, though, isn't it? He has policies. He wants to tackle wealth inequality, which is the root of the problems in society. Why we're seeing the resurgence of the far right. People are struggling. These guys aren't, but your average person is. He wants to genuinely tackle that. And of course, they have no arguments against it.
very sharp. He has got a political signalling message for the Greens.
He is the left-wing populist you were talking about
he's
6 months ago.
He's moving for the progressive activist vote, which is substantial enough to...
The environment. I really hate that the Green Party is
No
not
one
really
cares
very
about the
green.
Oh my God. Literally no arguments. Well, they're known, that's what they're known for. And people trust them on that already. So that's why they're focusing on the cost of living and focusing on taxing wealth and, properly financing the NHS. But literally no arguments. No argument. Don't tax the wealth. Hypnosis. Don't steal votes from Labour. And, the Green Party aren't green, even though people know their positions on the environment. Just pathetic, isn't it?
Even Greta Thunberg doesn't care about the environment anymore.
Oh my God. Just imagine being this weak as an individual. Yeah, Greta Thunberg, one of the most prominent green activists, one of the most powerful activists on the planet. Like, oh no, you can't talk about a genocide. You can't talk about a genocide because, reasons. Because they're brown people. Okay, great. The Times, great.
I do.
I think that is a secondary consideration to him.
I completely
I'm
agree
sure
with that.
he never talks about it, actually.
And he's
Yes, he does. He does. He does talk about it. He never talks about it. No, his focus is on cost of living, which that's people's main priority. He's listened to people and gone, okay, what's your biggest problem? And they've gone, well, I can't afford housing, rent, food. I didn't go on holiday last year. Wasn't able to take the kids on a school trip, etc. Cost of living. When do you talk about the environment? When the fuck does the Times talk about the environment? If anything, Rupert Murdoch has been one to fucking spread misinformation about climate change. Rupert Murdoch individually is responsible for millions of deaths in the future. But these fucking... Oh my God, I cannot tell you how much I fucking hate these people.
actually taking the place of the Sultana of the Corbyn party. I mean,
In a very effective way, to be fair to him. But I actually, honestly, Polly, I don't think that is... I know he doesn't talk about it as far as I can see.
Look, he does. But his priority is cost of living. And it all interlinks. They're all interlinked. But again, that's not an argument, is it? Because you don't talk about it either. You don't even believe it. I mean, I assume he probably does believe climate change, but his organisation doesn't.
He talks about trans rights and wealth.
Oh, God. God forbid you talk about trans rights and fucking wealth. Oh my God, I hate these people so fucking much. But Zack is clearly cutting through against these demons. And they are demons. The people who defend the status quo are demons. They don't give a fucking shit about you. They want Nigel Farage, they want to consolidate wealth, consolidate power, and they hate you. They fucking hate you. So please join the memberships for 99 pence if you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, join the Green Party if you are able to, from £6 a year. They do concessions. Maybe if you email them, I don't know. Maybe they may waiver the fee. I don't know. Probably unlikely. But either way, see you in the next video. Take care.